Read How to Lead presents a straightforward book review of a top book on leadership. This time, we look at Your Next 5 Moves by Patrick Ben-David. So the author finds his inspiration for this book in chess masters. They think several moves ahead during a game to gain an enormous advantage. He identifies the first move that you want to make as knowing yourself. You need to study yourself because that is the most important product that you can control. And I really applaud the book for driving home the point that hardcore entrepreneurship is probably not for everyone. Your vision needs to align with who you want to be. And really, some people are happy performing an honest day's work for an honest day's pay, and that's okay. You may also find that you are part entrepreneur but part intrapreneur. And that's where you work within an existing organization, you drive change, you are really an overperformer, but you're still there within an existing organization. But you may be an entrepreneur, and this book is particularly geared to those folks. So the next move I found really interesting. It's about processing issues or the ability to reason. Think about those times when everything goes wrong. Well, a grand master at chess certainly can't panic. He takes time to process, and that's subjecting the problem and solutions to rigorous mental analysis, playing out those strategies in your head. In business, the hallmark of a really poor processor is one who just automatically resorts to that blame game. When somebody double deals or disappoints, we actually need to take time to process. Great leaders and processors understand that nobody does anything to us without our really allowing it. But you have to be willing to examine your reaction and your activities. This level of awareness will show you that you're at the center of your problems, but you're also the center of your own solutions. And you'll start to realize that problems can be fixed. You can tackle limiting beliefs, and you can start to spot patterns so that you can end bad habits. At the end of the day, the anger at others really dies out once you see that no one controls your fate but you. So the next move is building your team, and I found a lot of great points about managing people in this book. What about studying your hiring process and make sure you're taking it seriously enough and doing enough work on the front end before you hire people? Study your compensation strategy. Make sure that compensation is specifically and carefully designed to motivate. You'll extract the very best out of your employees this way. Take care of your producers and learn what really motivates them. Is it praise? Is it money? Is it a challenge? And I learned to consider behind your back praise. Sometimes it can mean so much more if it just eventually gets around to the employee that you were talking up his latest accomplishments to others. Strategy and scaling your business is the next master move. The book includes a laundry list of considerations for raising money that's worth reading. We also learn that growth can take one of two forms. Linear growth is steady and safe. You meet deadlines and you keep expanding your network. But a lot of business people really get stuck there. They're too busy to map out the next 5 moves ahead. But quantum growth can occur when you step out of the day-to-day running. Innovative programs or campaigns or ideas can take you there. Think how Amazon's Prime membership program took off like a rocket and expanded that business. And leadership development can foster quantum growth as well. Groom your very best people by challenging them and applying pressure to achieve. The final master move is all about power plays. I like the book's lessons that are extracted from mobsters. Try to find ways that deals are wins for both you and your strategic partners, an offer they can't refuse, if you will. There are a few lessons about living right, and I think the point there is to minimize the distractions and always preserve your reputation. It's a long-term game. The author tells the story of his early days selling insurance. He befriended a well-connected guy and actually got invited to a very swanky party. He didn't work the room at that time. In a private moment, he just asked his well off friend, "What can I do to make your life better?" The man opened up and explained that he had a son in prison with no visitors. So the author visited several times. The wealthy friend appreciated that so much he reciprocated with, "What can I do for you?" And that's when our hero explained that he was a financial advisor looking for clients. That day, he got 600 leads and permission to do some name dropping. I really liked this book. There were a lot of lists and practical pointers, and personally, mastering the move of reasoning and processing were very valuable to me. I love books on leadership, and I always learn something when I read them. Please feel free to leave a comment below and let me know what you think, and don't forget to subscribe.